6 receiving teachers and students. Thank you. You may take your seat. Now, recapping back to our previous lesson, what did we learn about? Yes? Robert?
Capacity.
Thank you. Very good, Robert. Yes, we looked at capacity. What is capacity? In your own words. Alan? Yes, Victoria. Receiving student, what is capacity? Let's hear from Victoria.
The amount that something can contain.
All right, the amount that something can contain. But in capacity, what is that something? What is that something? Yes, let's have a new face. Let's have Nora. Nora? What is that something that takes up the space? Receiving student?
Liquid.
Liquid. Very good. When we talk about capacity, we are talking about the amount of space a liquid occupies in a container or takes up in a container, right? And yesterday we looked at examples of packets that store or hold liquid. So we have this milk juice, which is the capacity of this milk juice is 250 milliliters. So you did that activity yesterday. What we are going to learn today is how to measure capacity, how to measure capacity of different items using measuring instruments that measure capacity. So our topic for today is measuring capacity. All right. Now I'd like you to all look up to the front of my table. I have a few items displayed here. I can see some students who are not looking to my table, or I'd like you to see what's on my table. Class, I'd like you to tell me or identify the items that can hold solids from the table. Which items can hold solids? Yes, let's have Minol from the table here. Basket, yes. Basket can, what do you think? Can it hold solids? Yes. A basket, so we have a basket can hold solids. What else? Yes, Emmanuel. Okay. Receiving student, which items can hold can hold solids?
Box.
A box. What do you others think? Can it hold solids? Yes. You agree? Box. Carton box. Any more? Okay, let me just go through. Can a bucket hold solids? Receiving student? Yes or? Can it hold yes or no? Yes. Very good. Okay, a bucket can hold, okay, yes. Buckets can hold solids. Sometimes you carry mango, those are solids. All right? What about a bowl? Yes or no? Yes. Pot, can you carry solids? Yes. Does a coconut have solid? Who says yes? Lorraine, why do you say yes? Just give me what you think, just from your own understanding. Or
The fruit inside.
the fruit inside or the meat, okay? Coconut meat. Okay, the white substance. Yes, it also can hold solid. What about this container? Yes. Small pots, we already said pots hold solids. Buckets, we already said. What about this small bowl? Can it hold solids? What can you put in this small container? Brenda. What can you carry in this small or hold? What can be held in this container? Yes?
Food.
Food. Food like rice, cow, they are solid. All right. Is that all? Oh, we didn't talk about, yes, we talked about the lunchbox. So for solids, all these items can carry solids. Now, very interesting. Let's look at these items again. Can they carry solids? Can they hold solids, these items here? Basket. Let's look at the first one. What is there? Lunchbox. Receiving student, can it hold liquids? Yes, definitely. All right, let's look at buckets. Can this bucket hold water? Yes. Receiving student? Why not? Yes, Uval. Receiving student, why? Why can this carton box not hold liquid? Why do we say no?
Because it's soft.
Because it's a soft material. Cartons are soft. When we put water inside, what will happen? Can you give me a reason? Receiving student? The carton will get wet and then it will start to tear. It will be really soft. Thank you, Tehila. It's going to be really soft and it will start to tear. And then all the water can now pour out or drop to the ground. What about this basket? No. Why do you say no? Why can it not hold liquid? Because it has holes. The minute you pour water, it will start to come out of the holes and fall to the ground. Coconut. Does it hold liquid? Yes. How do you know? Receiving student, how do you know it has liquid? Yes, because you have drank the juice at several occasions or several times. All right, so we have lunch boxes can hold liquids, buckets can hold liquids from our discussion, bowl, dishes, saucepan, carton cannot hold liquids, baskets can hold liquids, and, basket, thank you for correcting me. Yes, bucket cannot hold liquids, and coconut holds liquid. All right, let's now move on to, All right, now when we measure capacity, there are items that we use to measure capacity. Name me some of the items that you know, or name me some of the measuring instruments that you know that you can use to measure liquid, volume in liquid. Do you know some items that measure capacity? Have you used any? Yes. Student? Name me one measuring instrument. Vanessa?
Beaker.
Beaker. Very good. Beaker measures capacity. Any more? Yes, Melisha? Receiving student, name me some more measuring instruments.
Measuring cup.
Measuring cup, yes. Alan?
Measuring jug.
Measuring jug. Well done. Okay, let's now move on. Yes, we have them here. We have measuring cylinders. This instrument is used to measure capacity. Measuring cylinder, like what Alan said, measuring jug, measuring beaker. We also have, this is known as a conical flask. A conical flask is also used to measure the amount of liquid. Small beaker, big beaker. We have beakers that come in different sizes. We also have measuring cups. And we also have, when you cook rice, you also use measuring cups to get the amount of solid, which is rice, and then later liquid, amount of water to add in the cup and pour in the pot. We also have pipettes. What is another name for pipettes? Droppers. I heard someone say droppers. Very good. Okay. We also have the syringe. Can you just lift the syringe from? Okay, that is how a syringe looks like. It measures capacity. So when you get sick, raise the syringe so everyone can see. So receiving students, if you don't know how a syringe looks like, that is how a syringe looks like. All right. Now, my next question is, which places do people use measuring tools or measuring instruments for capacity? Where have you seen people use the measuring instruments? Sorry, not that one. Yes, Emmanuel.
Science lab.
Excellent. Science lab is one area where you see people using measuring instruments to measure liquid. Where else? Yes, I'll have, what's it? Tehila. Tehila? Where else did you see people use measuring instruments?
Kitchen.
Kitchen. Very good. Robert?
Hospital.
Hospital, very good. I'm really excited because you're giving the answers are just flowing right. Nora, you had your hand up. Oh, you wanted to say hospital? Yes, Oa. Receiving student, please let your teacher know where you saw this, where people used measuring instruments, yes?
Factories. Factories.
Factories. Superb, okay? Superb answer. Yes, Minol. One more from Minol.
Plumbers.
Plumbers. Plumbers. Very good. All your answers are correct. Now let's just look at some situations. I have some pictures there. I think some of the pictures will also show to you where they will be in line with the answers you gave. This is showing hospital. Then we have someone in the kitchen cooking something. They're using water, okay? We have, someone said plumbers, okay? Plumbers, okay? Baby bottles are used against this, when you want to prepare, if you have a baby or if your sister has a baby, you will be growing up one day. Some of us will be ending up buying milk bottles to prepare milk for our babies, all right? So we have milk bottles prepared against, all right? Number of scoops you will put, you must know the amount of water you're adding. Otherwise, what will happen if you don't measure correctly? What will happen to the baby? The baby can get sick. Or if the baby is feverish, suppose I'm sick, you will use the information at the side to give you the amount of capacity to put in the measuring cup to give the child that is sick. If you don't give the right measurement, what will happen? what will happen? The baby can die, or the child can die, or the fever can get high and might die. All right. Going back into our exercise activity. Now, we are going to remove the items that hold solids, and I'd like each group 1, you will be working on the capacity. You're going to find the amount of liquid in this coconut. So I'd like you to, a representative, to come and get your item. So receiving student, the items that you brought, I'd like you to give the containers according to the number of groups you have. So if you have 6 groups, then you distribute 6 containers. Make sure you have a bucket of water to help you with the activity. The students, all right? The students will fetch their water and try to estimate the amount of water they have in the item. All right, group 1, all representatives come and get your item. Just 1 from each group, quickly. Okay, fetch it, fill it up. Now you have, please teachers, your water buckets, I'd like you to put them in a central location where they can easily fetch their water. Fetch your item and place it at the center of your table. All right, listening carefully. Once you have everyone, eyes front, receiving student, eyes front, look at me. All right. Once you have your item filled with water, I would like you to first estimate the amount of liquid you think is in that container. You're going to estimate in milliliters. Now, estimate in milliliters. If you are trying to estimate in liters, I'd like you to change it to, think about it in milliliters. 1,000 milliliters is equal to 1 liter. So you know how a 500 container looks like. You try to estimate the amount of water in there and compare it with the item you have. Once you estimate, listening, once you estimate, you predict, or you try to guess the amount of liquid in milliliters, you now use your measuring tool or measuring instrument to get the exact measurement of the liquid that is in that pot, bucket, lunchbox, and so on. You use the measuring instrument you are going to use. You have a worksheet there, so you follow what's in the worksheet. Final thing you will do, Ashanti, please, eyes front. You are going to count the number of times you are using that container. So this is how your table will look like when you are doing your activity. So receiving student, that's how I want you to. So if your name of the item, estimate the capacity in milliliters, then you use the measuring instrument to measure the capacity in milliliters and record how many times you're using the measuring instrument. And finally, calculate the total milliliters of that, the total capacity of that item in what unit of measurement? Milliliters. Thank you, Samantha. All right, you can start. Here, use this. Be careful. Okay. is okay. Bunge muara lo, yes. When you finish, okay, you're measuring, measure. Okay. This is your container to use. You will do the activity. All right, maybe you need a container too. You measure. The instruction is there. This is what you are doing. You have a container too. Yeah, just give them something to. Okay. Yeah, you just use that to store water, but actual measuring, I want it from here. Okay. Okay, can I just have one? I'll give it to the other group. Yes, estimate first. You okay? You okay? Alright. Okay. Maybe you need one more container to pour it and then measure. Is that the last part of the? Alright, some more here. You still need to measure this. Okay. Okay. That one is already measured, so you can pour it here and then measure that one. And add, okay? Yes? You finished? You need this. What's your group? Lunchbox, small here. Behind him this, okay, that's the exercise. You already have yours? Yes? You already have yours in your group? Okay. You're following this instruction, right? Yeah. And then write a short report at the end. Yes, you can write that. That's your paper. Write your name. Did you use this to measure? No. Make sure you use this because you're going to count how many times did you use this conical flask. You are just using this lo holy muarata sol, but you use this lo measure. You okay or you need a container to store this? You okay? Do you have a paper like this? It's alright, you're doing fine. Continue. There you go. Instruction you behind him. Okay. What's your measuring tool? Measuring bika. Okay, you write it. How much time you pull up him this la measuring bika. You write him how much time here. Then first you estimate paste. Time him pull up him how much in milliliters. Okay, counting number of times you pull up in bika. Okay, next one you now add him all geta in milliliters. You understand? All right. You okay, girls? All right. Okay, good. Okay. Did you estimate? Yes. All right. And what are you using? What tool are you using to measure? Where's your paper? Activity paper. What's your group? Coconut. Coconut. Okay, all right. Yes? Yes, you write the number of times, then you do your maths calculation, addition, and get the total and put it here. Sorry? Right? All right, all right, turu. Okay, what's your paper? All right, this is the paper you will use to guide you. Okay, lunchbox. You plug in pull up him too? Did you fill it up? Okay. Okay, but you plug in estimate. All right. Okay, how much the time you pull up in this lab? Okay, you write it here. How many times did you use the 800? And then work out the total capacity. So time you pull up in one time and bin how much? Okay, 800 milliliter. But you talk two times. So I'm how much now? You write him here. So you add him, to report when you finish. When you finish, write your report. I want the report. Write the report. What did you do? The questions are there, your guidelines. Every time you finish. When you finish, write your reports. If you finish. Oh, you want to, what's that? No, you have to suspend, medium suspend. Yeah. Come set it, click. No. Sorry. Yeah, you're measuring. Point back. Mr. Namaris. Okay. Yep. Sorry, just one. Right, you finished? Finished, good. Okay, if you finish, hands on your head. Hands on your head, if you finished. Hands on your head. Hands on your head. Rudolph. Come up, doctor. But you using this lab plenty time. If you are really interested. So work hard to try and work in the hospital, okay? And nothing through by you will use that every day, okay, my friend? Are you cross? You cross? No, don't get cross. This is encouragement. I'm really happy because you are interested, okay? You're interested. finished? No, that's okay. That's enough. Where the line is, that's the boundary. Sorry, Anwar. Just one minute. Benjamin. All right, I think we have used up our time to do our activities. I'd like you to put everything as they are, put your biros down, everything left untouched, and everyone focus to the front. Put the mic down. All right, unfortunately, we have come to the end of our lesson. So, did you find the lesson interesting? Yes? All right. I'm very happy that now you are able to measure capacity. Do you know how to use the measuring instruments now? Receiving student? Do you know how to use the measuring instrument? Do you know which measurement to use or what is written at the side of the container? Do you know how to use those units of measurements? Yes. How to add? You should know how to add. Good. All right. Now we'll just go through each group, giving a brief report on the amount of liquid you measured. All right. What was the total capacity of that item you measured? Just the total. I'm interested in the total. Receiving student, just tell your teacher the total amount of milliliter that item can hold. We'll start with group 1. Group 1.
600 milliliters.
All right. Thank you, group 1. They found out that the total capacity of that coconut is 600 milliliters. Did you hear that? All right. Group 2. Group 2.
The bucket was 8,000 milliliters.
All right. They found out using the measuring instrument that the bucket was 8,000 milliliters. Did you hear that? All right. Group 3.
Saucepan. It had 1,000 milliliter.
All right. Thank you, Irene. Group 4. Group 4.
3,500 milliliters. The capacity of the saucepan, medium saucepan, was 3,500 milliliters.
All right, thank you. The capacity of the saucepan, medium saucepan, was 3,500 milliliters. Group 6, Group 5, Group 5. Thank you, Group 4. Group 5.
The total capacity of the dish was 3,000 milliliter.
All right, thank you, Group 5. Very good. Group 6.
The capacity of the bulges was 360 milliliters.
Okay, the capacity of the small bowl dish was 360 milliliters. What did you use to measure the item, the amount of liquid with?
Trade.
All right, they used a syringe. All right, group 7.
The capacity of the lunchbox was 1,200 milliliters.
1,200 milliliters. Well done. All right, Majori, thank you. Group 8.
Our total capacity for the small lunchbox is 220 millimeters.
All right, thank you very much. Our summary for today is capacity is a measure of the amount of liquid a container can hold when full. We used instruments that measure capacity, measuring cup, cylinder, syringe, beaker, jug, pipette, and there are some more items, some more instruments that we didn't name. Otherwise, those are the measuring instruments that measure capacity. Key phrase for today, measured volume in liquids. Our next lesson will be on conversion of capacity. So receiving teacher, I'd like you to ask the students to bring containers that measure in liters. So if you know any container that is measured in liters, 1 liter, 1.5 liter, please bring them to school tomorrow for your next lesson. And any milliliter container, bring them tomorrow for our next lesson. All right, that's about it. That was the end of our lesson. Okay, thank you very much, receiving students and 6Cs for participating in this lesson. You can take your seats.